Firstly, tell me about the event this afternoon.
Nice.
I really wanted an opportunity to do a running event that would combine my passion for meeting people and trying to inspire people with raising money and raising awareness for Jane's Appeal, for which I've been a patron for a number of years.
So what exactly is happening, Mike, this afternoon?
Chrissie's kindly hosting a 5k run and then putting some people through some training sessions and then a question and answer session. And it's a real opportunity for people interested in sport to be inspired and hopefully make the most of what is an unbelievable opportunity for them.
And how did it all come about, the fact that you're involved with Jane's Appeal?
I've always been incredibly inspired by Jane and Jane's story. I actually remember seeing her on Sports Personality of the Year in 2002, and for me she epitomises courage, selflessness, drive and determination, and in the face of adversity. And I think that they're all values that we can look up to and use her and her memory to inspire us each and every day.
And what do you think Jane would have made of this, Chrissie being involved in this event?
One of the biggest regrets is you get days like this and you see someone like Chrissie, who's kind of like a world star, coming to Leeds, and because of Jane would just be, she'd be absolutely thrilled, because Chrissie kind of really does fly the flag for women in sport, and that's what Jane was passionate about. And so I don't think there will be a more fitting tribute for Jane than Chrissie coming.
And of course, Jane competed in the Ironman herself when she was very ill, so I imagine she was a huge inspiration to you.
Absolutely, she conquered Ironman Florida way before I even started the sport. So definitely as someone that I draw to, especially during my races and when the discomfort strikes, I picture people like Jane to help me through and help me overcome hurdles that face me.
And how was that, Mike, for you when Jane was competing in the Ironman? It must have been tough for you.
What, watching?
Yeah.
I've never wanted to do it as a result. No, I can't get over how Jane did it. And I watched the documentary for the first time this week, and you sit back and even 7 years on, you're thinking, don't know how you did it, girl. And even now, I wouldn't even contemplate it. And I think that says it all, really.
I mean, I watched the pictures this morning again to refresh my memory from the event. It looked like it was such a struggle for her at times, wasn't it? Especially the last few miles of that marathon.
Yeah, and Jane was really poorly. I mean, bless him, Dave Hancock at Leeds United fixed Jane up about 5 days before she went, and she wasn't even walking at that point. So I don't know. I would say Jane getting to the start line was the real. That was the real triumph. It was 4 years after she told she'd had a few months to live. So whatever Jane achieved, but Jane wanted to be treated as an equal. She wanted to finish the event in the time limits, and she didn't want any favours. She wanted to be whatever she got, she felt like she wanted to deserve.
And the triathlon, I suppose, it's the ultimate test of endurance, isn't it?
It is, and it's difficult for those that are not suffering from any kind of ill health, let alone having terminal cancer. So my utmost respect goes out to people like Jane that overcome the mental and physical challenges to even get to the start line, let alone finish the race.
And you're quite an incredible athlete, because you won your first world title less than a year after turning pro. Is that correct?
Yeah, I turned pro in February 2007 and was fortunate to win the World Ironman Championships later that year in October.
I mean, that's incredible. Has that ever been done before?
It hasn't, no.
I'm just picking you up here. Since you're smiling.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it must be. I mean, that must have been an achievement in itself. But to do it 4 times, I mean, you must be ever so proud. And has everyone been supporting you all the way? Has all your family been cheering you on? They're
actually very, very surprised that I took the path of professional triathlon. It wasn't something that I ever aspired to do. I found triathlon quite late when I was 29 as an amateur, and I found I really enjoyed it and found it was something I was good at. And hopefully my story is an inspiration to people just to try something new, take up a new challenge and not be scared of what might happen, because I look back to 5 years ago, and if I hadn't have taken up triathlon, I wouldn't be standing here now.
So I suppose Chrissie's the ideal candidate for this job, isn't she really, Mike?
To be perfectly honest, Chrissie's not really bigging herself up. She's probably as good a female athlete as there is anywhere in the world in any sport, and just ask her what time she does a marathon at the end of the Ironman, and she's never been beaten. She's world record holder, and you know, it says it all. She's just an absolute genius.
And Chrissie, I mean, I've just, like I said to you earlier, I got a piece from Anglia, and I've seen you in a Wonder Woman outfit when you were a child. Do you remember that? It's kind of got it. It's kind of progressed into life, hasn't it? You a modern day Wonder Woman?
Little did I know when I was 6 that photo would be in the public domain. I blame my mother, and yes, she did dress me up as Wonder Woman for the school fete, and I actually dressed up as Wonder Woman earlier this year for a Christmas party for a sponsor. So that relived some of those memories.
We're not making her do that today, though.
Will the family be getting involved today, Mike?
Yeah, all 3 kids are here. All 3 of them are really big fans of Chrissie's, and Becca's travelling back from London this morning just to be here, so it means a lot to the family, it means a lot to all of us. It's a fantastic boost for the team, and you know, Chrissie's helping us raise thousands of pounds today. It's kind of like, it's really like a Christmas gift for us, so massively indebted to her, but more than that, I kind of want to inspire my team for next year to put on the events. We all win.
Is there any more events on the horizon, Mike?
Yeah, we've got 2 new ones we're announcing January, February time. You know, we've trying to go every year, trying to make it bigger. 10th year of the appeal next year, we want to get to £5 million at some point in the next 18 months, and we've got to work really hard to do it.
And you're so proud to be involved in that.
Absolutely, just doing what I can to use my platform to raise awareness of the appeal, keep the memory of Jane alive, and help them progress towards that target. I'll do what I can, and hopefully there'll be more of these events to come in Leeds and elsewhere.